Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, February 7th, 2024. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. So, jumping right into it, according to Politico, due to the protests, the farmers, the EU has eased demands in its 2040 climate proposal. A 30% cut to agricultural pollution included in the previous draft has been removed. Also, were cut to eat less meat and a push to end fossil fuel subsidies. Now, this is happening, I said, all over the world. Farmers are rising up and it looks like it's getting results. According to Zero Hedge, South Korea electric vehicle sales have fallen off for the first time since 2017. They're concerned about battery fires. At least that's the story that mainstream's going with. Again, according to Zero Hedge, Bank of America is breaking its promise to not finance new coal projects. The ESG thing looks like that's going by the wayside as well. We're making progress in so many areas. Now, in case you haven't heard, Tucker Carlson has been in Russia and he has interviewed President Putin. Mainstream media talking heads are besides themselves. They are trying to label Tucker with different names. The fact is, he's an actual journalist. He's actually getting the stories, and mainstream media is terrified to see the American public, as well as many others around the world, see what President Putin has to say, because a lot of what he says lines up quite a bit with what Americans believe. Well, Jen Psaki came out and said that Tucker Carlson is a far-right conspiracy peddler who's in Moscow to stay relevant somehow. It's laughable. Tucker's views on X alone are in the hundreds of millions. They dwarf the mainstream media outlets, and they're just trying to lambast him any way they can. Well, it won't work. According to CNBC, the DC Court of Appeals has ruled that President Trump does not have immunity from criminal prosecution related to the events of January 6th. Well, in my opinion, this looks bad on the surface, but it's not. There's going to be a lot of other former presidents that are going to find themselves in a world of hurt because they don't have immunity. According to Disclosed TV, delinquency rates for credit cards and auto loans in the U.S. has spiked to its highest level since the Great Recession. Not surprising with what's going on with the economy. Now, we all heard about the bill, the $118 billion Ukraine slush fund border bill deal. Well, it was dead in the Senate. The fact that they were trying to push another 60 billion, 80 billion to other countries is just mind-blowing, but it died its death. I'm sure it'll probably pop up somewhere else. The International Union of Police Associations has endorsed President Trump. So we talked about Mayorkas possibly being impeached. Well, the House vote to impeach him has failed. There were 3 Republican senators who voted with the Dems. That was Tom McClintock of California, Ken Buck of Colorado, and Mike Gallagher of Wisconsin. The interesting thing is that the impeachment failed, but they made a point to say that they're going to bring it back on the floor next week. Now, why they would do that, why they're trying to push it off another week after a failure, I don't know, but there's got to be more to the story there than meets the eye. According to Kobalisi letter on X, the New York Community Bank stock, this is the one that was in trouble last week. They're the ones that purchased Signature Bank. Well, it's down another 17% after hours, after Moody's downgraded their credit rating to junk. Their stock is down 31% today and nearly 70% in the first month of 2024. Over $7 billion in market cap has been erased since January 1st, putting the stock at its lowest level since 1997. Investors are citing that they're worried about their 70% dividend cut. a surprise $260 million Q4 loss, and the bank's exposure to none other than commercial real estate, which we've talked quite a bit about. That's the looming threat for most banks, I believe. So there was a story that's come out in the last couple days. There was a supposed forest fire in Chile. And I've seen, and this is in the Valparaiso region. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it looks eerily similar to what took place in Hawaii, if you know what I mean. This was catastrophic, and the video bears out what it looked like in Hawaii after that supposed forest fire. I would love to hear your opinions on it, but it doesn't add up to me. And what's in Chile that they would want to destroy like that? And then finally today, another group of farmers and ranchers have mobilized now in Spain, blocking the A5, the A4, and the A42 in Madrid. This has been effective all over the world, and now it looks like it's spread to Spain. Well, that's all we have for today. If you'd like to support this channel, it is appreciated. There are links in my bio on TikTok and in the description on all other platforms. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.